still got it. I 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 still got it. It's a little trash talk with some faith. Old head out of shape. Jordan with the fade away. Steph with the trade. I still got it. 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 I still got it.
What's happening?
Yeah, man.
We back again, man. It's your favorite podcast. I still got it. Got the fellas in here with me, man. JJ, Jarvis Jones, and my man Free Will.
The king.
Self-proclaimed, my man. That falls right into today's situation. We talk a lot of trash right before we came on, man, on camera. So day episode is going to be about beasts. So our top five, we do a top five to start the show, every single show. This week's top five is going to be, we're not going to just pigeonhole it into just rap, but beefs and diss track. So everybody have a top five for those, and we're going to, man, I think some of the stuff we talked about before we came on might be just as good as the show. So this is going to be a fun one, man. We're going to have fun with this one. So, Jarvis, you want to kick off this one? We're going to do top five beefs or diss tracks.
Oh, man. So I'm going to go a couple of diss tracks. Dre Day. I know y'all might be a little young. Dre Day when Snoop and Dre went at Easy, bro.
Okay.
It was so disrespectful, bro. That thing was just disrespectful.
Oh yeah.
No Vaseline.
Ooh.
By Ice Cube, bro.
Disrespect.
I got to pull up at your house, bro. I'm finding you on site. That Cube. That was me, bro.
Disrespect.
Man. Hit him up. Park, I would have had to come see you, bro. Like these are things that you say, and I just got it. I'll meet you at the house. Bro.
That's the way it kick off. I
Yeah.
mean, the first bar is like, bro, where we at? What you on right now,
Bro, he wanted all the smoke, bro.
And then some.
Boy, who I got? That's 3.
Yeah, you going straight to
Bruh.
respect.
Even though, I mean, they back and forth, so I'm putting them both together. Takeover is dope. Like, when you really go and listen to it. That Ether, man. I don't know if it's just the beat or what, but boy, that boy just went. Nasir Jones, man.
Nasir Jones.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't even call him by the stage now. I gotta address that man appropriately, man. That was just
Sir.
Sir, why did you do that to that man?
Sir.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Him and I mean, now I'm putting these other two, they can be I'm calling them kind of career killers. These two. Now, 50 to a degree with Wankster. Borderline
It was a perfect storm.
Yeah, perfect storm to go in. Josh just underestimated, in my opinion. Josh just underestimated. Because if Josh would have came back right, he probably had a look. He didn't think that it was gonna reach the way it reached.
But I say perfect storm too, just because of the out of rap stuff they had going on. Right. Money laundering.
Yeah.
And all, like they got.
See, I think
they were getting bullets at all angles at that point. So it was like that perfect storm. Don't get me wrong, the track was what the track was.
Yeah.
But it was like, we ain't got time to even retaliate. This nigga, we got the fans coming.
Right.
We can't even address him right now.
And my last one is, like I said, they time. But I think career killer.
Career killer.
Tip got a hold of little flip.
Oh yeah, that wasn't even fair.
Like a bulldog and just told that boy out. He wasn't letting go.
Yeah.
He wasn't letting go from that birthday bash to
He held on to him for a while.
boy, urban legend. He wasn't letting go, and I ain't heard nothing from Flip since then.
Nah.
He was on top of it.
He had a chance.
He had a nice little run.
Yeah, he had a chance, but that's it.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Will.
You know, we're gonna start it off since you said Tip and Shot It Low. Oh well, Tip and Lil Flip.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I'm gonna go Tip and Shot It Low. Yeah.
Okay.
Real king of Bankhead. Shot It Low.
All right.
And you know what?
Say
I ain't gonna argue with you there.
Speed 2 side. Hey, Shawty Low got him.
I ain't gonna-
He got y'all self-proclaimed king.
Okay.
He got him.
We're gonna act like the other this went down, but okay. Yeah, go ahead.
We forget about that. Then, of course, Nas, Jay-Z, gotta throw that in there.
Yeah.
That's a classic. Them boys, they made up. So that beef ain't as potent as these others. Tupac, Biggie, both of them young kings, they life. So that thing was serious. It's a classic. I don't know if y'all remember this. LL and Cannabis.
Yeah.
LL had to show them what time it was. I think LL is one of the most super underrated rappers of all time.
Super underrated. I
LL.
want to say something stupid. He is though.
Bro,
Snoop or LL?
He's the cream.
Snoop or LL?
Snoop.
If you had a versus,
Culture impact
Snoop
across the board.
versus Snoop or LL?
In the verses,
Yes.
I am going. You see what he did, and I thought DMX gonna put up a better fight. You see what he did.
It ain't. DMX ain't LL. LL got hits from the 80s all the way to the 2000s.
He's Kareem.
And he got a variety.
He is.
That's all he is. He's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
But the Kareem, we overlook Kareem.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying,
He
but
does get overlooked.
Yeah.
But you get overlooked for a reason.
Nah.
It's the reason why.
Give me LL.
Nah.
Give me LL.
I mean, he's solid. I ain't taking nothing from him.
You can't take
Mama
no
said
L,
knock
bro.
you out, man. Give me LL. Come on. Then what I got? 2 more? 50 Ja Rule, of course. That was real good.
Yeah.
He killed him so bad, bro.
Well,
Just this is what to me was so crazy about that real time. I'm watching it, and he was killing it for it. So Ja had all these big hits, right? And supposedly the goal was to, because Irv was associated with X as well, that he didn't want Ja sound. He had a similar sounding voice, not to do X type record. So he's singing. He got all these crossover hits, like 50 accused the dude of being a singing dude, and then 50 do songs singing. Like he attacked him for it and then used it against him. It was crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
It really was. It was wild. That was watching him do that. It was just, oh man, they didn't handle it right. They should have came back.
That's all they
but who
did.
got a better catalog?
Oh, Ja.
Yeah.
There you go.
50 got one out.
But it's the reason why. It's the same reason why big music is borderline better than pop. And it's no. So I heard. I don't know who said the statement. Wait for you to see your top 5. Party music will always outlast any other thing. And that's what them feel good songs. That's what's gonna make your longevity. That's the reason why you can still hear Big Pop in the club, but you can hear X1. You know what I'm saying? You can hear these songs still there.
Cause ain't nobody playing straight out of Compton. Great song. But you ain't playing it. It was good for his moment in time, but if I want to have a cookout, that ain't coming up.
Yeah.
And I got one last one. Best one all time. Easy and Gucci. The greatest beef of all time.
And that made me. That's on some real.
Definitely
life.
from the South.
Yeah, that's on some real.
Somebody,
life. Yeah, that wasn't on no. Hey man, you trying to park in my space? You didn't show up to the studio. Nah, that was on some real life.
Yeah. You killed his homeboy or something?
But yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I guess got thrown out there.
Yeah, I don't want to speak much on it because both of you guys were welcome here. I don't want the smoke. I don't want that smoke. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep from repeating a bunch of them because I have a couple of them as well. So I'm gonna go with Drake and Meek.
Okay.
Go Drake and Meek, but that back to back was stupid.
Yeah.
Back to back was dumb. So. Yeah, bro. I was gonna go past when you bumped the thing. I had to acknowledge it. Yeah, Drake and Meek. It's hard. I got Jay and Nas. I got 50 and Ja. I'm gonna go off of the music for a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the first name. I know what you think I'm gonna say, but it's not. Will Smith and Janet Hubert. It was
Hubert.
the first Aunt Viv. They were beefing for 20 years, bro. It wasn't to the reunion. They just stopped beefing.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Yeah.
The first Aunt Viv on the Fresh Prince.
Dark skin.
The dark skinned Aunt Viv.
Gotcha.
So she was put off the show. The last season she was on, they kind of cut her time. Her story was she was pregnant and he was immature, blah blah blah, and everybody else felt like she was hard to work with, whatever. But anyway, it was just a beef for 20 years. There was a lot of bashing. She used to kill Alfonso in the media, like.
Wow.
Oh, it was bad. So I know, like I said, that ain't music.
I thought you was gonna say Will and
Chris. I know, that's what I know. Everybody thought I was gonna say Chris. He slapped. I don't know how much beef that is. I'm sure something might come from it, but they legit had like a 20-year beef. The first time they like sat down and talked was the HBO reunion. And then my last one, like I said, again, these are the ones y'all already had. Well, you know what? Just to switch it up because y'all didn't say this one. I'm gonna say Herb and Ashanti.
Ooh.
I don't know if y'all watched the Drink Champs podcast, but
Bruh.
hurt.
Boy, so in his feelings.
That boy hurt.
That boy hurt.
If he wasn't, if Drake
Niggas
music
R&B.
was a person, if his bars was a real life,
Boy.
he need to do a Tales on Drake songs and star in it.
Right.
That nigga so hurt.
He hurt.
He's hurt
Man.
truly, man. He love that girl.
Yeah. What say? I was sitting next to my wife and
That
you
man got a whole
found out you.
family.
He said I was sitting next to my wife and I found out you cheated on me.
Hey, my man
I was
Josh,
sitting next to my wife and you
my
cheated on
man
me.
Josh is like, how we keep coming back to this shit? How we get left this subject.
Right.
So man, that's our top 5, man. And that's the episode. We're gonna talk about beef today, man.
Yeah,
And so
man.
we just kind of started sparking, thinking about like I said, those beefs that something start and it kind of just linger, man. And dudes just don't fool with each other. Like you got MJ and Isaiah Thomas. To this day, they beef. You got T.O. and Donovan. They just, you know what I mean. So I guess I want to start off with in a beef, right? Do you typically take a side and why? If you like, as the public, do you take a side on that beef? Like MJ, Isaiah, who right, who wrong?
I think initially you most people do.
Right.
And it depends on who you rock with. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he's the GOAT, everybody gonna assume that he ain't did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, Isaiah just out there by himself.
Right.
He just shooting bad and nobody like him. Nobody got him on the dream team and all this type stuff. But y'all had like Mike just don't do nothing wrong. And I'm tired of it.
I think it would end if Mike wasn't Mike. I think if Mike wasn't Mike, it'd be over. Isaiah would talk. Mike ain't talking to that nigga, man.
Right.
Mike, that's what I would blame.
Mike
He big
moved
up
on.
Mike. He big up
I know,
Mike
that's what
until
I'm saying.
until LeBron got there, and then it was like, okay, I'm seeing from his perspective, I'm seeing something that's better than what I played against, and from his perspective, and then all of a sudden,
See, that's where I just see.
So you think Isaiah innocent? I think he started the beef.
He started it.
because he didn't shake your hand.
No,
That's it.
they froze him
He
in the
started in the
All-Star
All-Star.
game.
Yeah, he started in the All-Star game.
Mike just so happened to get drafted by his home team, the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
It just seemed, I think Isaiah
started, but
he a little tender, he a little sensitive.
He a little tender.
a little tender. He is.
Yeah, Isaiah started, but I think Isaiah's more willing to
Bad
end it.
boys.
But yeah, it was the whole freeze out All-Star game, and then they walked past him. You know what I'm saying? In the closeout when he got swept. So,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's all really soft. Like even to be mad about it, I get why he held on to it while they was hooping, but now that it's over, hey, bro, let it go. Like he ain't sleep with your girl, and he didn't Derek Fisher you.
Right.
Now,
That's a beef.
and they didn't squash theirs.
You said they did?
According to Matt Barnes,
Somebody drove an hour
him and,
over an hour.
Him and the ex-wife coached the boys. Derek's cool. Everybody's copacetic now. But
Matt put them hands
He
on
had
him.
to.
I know why
That's
Matt
the
cool.
only reason. That's the only
Yeah, I
reason.
know why Matt cool because once you put paws on a nigga, I mean,
Hey.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Right.
You may be still,
You
good,
alright.
but I'm cool. Like I hope you want to kick it now,
Right.
but I'm in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all got any any personal beefs? Do you got like, and for the sake of the argument, we ain't got to drop no names in it, but do you have any personal beefs or even like fan beefs? Mm-hmm. You as a fan of your team or a fan of a player, like you beef with this player just because he's a rival to your player or your team or whatever the case may be. And then, if like I said, you got a personal one, we can throw that out there. You want to throw the scenario out without, we'll leave the names out of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a beef with.
Keep a beef with Will. That stays.
Yeah, y'all the biggest beef I know.
Right. Beef. With a team. One of my teams. Do I got a beef with one of them? I'm a Hurricane. I'm a Dolphin. Miami Heat. Nah, I ain't never really beef with
You should be beefing with Tom Brady. Should.
Why? Because he ain't come?
Because Miami Dolphins been held up for 20 years.
Right.
That man held y'all up for 20 years, man.
Yeah.
But it's our fault.
They tried to join him. They tried to get him over there.
I ain't like them Hawks fans and them Falcon fans. That's just don't want to face the truth.
It's like, best way to deflect from your team being trash is point another.
That's it.
That's it.
And he's the king of
another
right
trash team.
Yeah, the king.
Man, it's crazy because I had a beef, and it wasn't with an actual individual, but it was with a company. It was a company that I beefed with, that I supported, and then because of their customer service, I beefed with them. And I don't mind putting the company out there.
Go ahead.
It was Sonic's, the hamburger joint.
Yeah,
They trash anyway.
They trash.
Yeah, but this was like probably about
super trash.
About 15 years ago. Sonic's, when it first came, to Georgia, it was pretty popular. The people out there on the skates. You can get the milkshake. So I used to stop by, and patronize them like quite often, and I would get the Sonic Blast. The Sonic Blast. For those that don't know what a Sonic Blast is, that's the milkshake. You can get any type of
that's like they Blizzard, right?
Right, that's that Blizzard to Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
We need to get some sponsorship out there.
We ain't getting from Sonic now.
Well, Sonics might, they might take this and
do better
and apologize.
Yeah, right.
So I used to go to Sonics like quite often. I used to order you just made me think of it. Blizzard, but the Sonic Blast.
Sonic Blast, yeah.
And so I would order mine with the cookies and cream. Mm-hmm. And so when you would order it, it's your vanilla ice cream, the cookies and cream, and then you get your whipped cream. And so I would order it. So it was like maybe twice I ordered it, and then I would drive off, and I would start eating my Sonic Blast. And then before I could finish it, like once you get to the middle,
no more cookies.
It's no more cookies. It's only vanilla ice cream. So the customers, the employees that were preparing the Sonic Blast, they was just trifling. They did not fill my Sonic Blast up with cookies and cream. So because I noticed this, I was like, okay, I'm gonna next time I order one, I'm gonna tell them, hey,
make sure
when you make this Sonic Blast, please start the layoff with cookies and cream, then vanilla, then cookies and cream. Because by the time I get to the middle, it's just vanilla ice cream. If I wanted a vanilla ice cream milkshake, I would order that. So I told them that, and you know what they did? They still didn't do it because you didn't know until you got to the middle.
Right.
So by the time I get down the road, it's too late to turn around. So what I started to do, this was the old Will. This was Monday.
That last Monday, y'all.
So I started,
Monday.
and this was years ago. I've been delivered and I've been changed. I've been set free. But what I used to do, like throughout the week, I would save all my trash, and I would keep it in a bag in my car, and then I would go to that one Sonic. In Conyers, Georgia. I'm calling them out because they were the culprit, and I would dump all that trash out in their parking lot.
He could get $1,000 fine.
just to get even, and that's my beef story. That was my beef, and that's a real story. I was the king of petty. I was the king. You know, one of my favorite movies growing up was Carlito's Way. And if anybody know, the most important line from that movie is "The streets is watching." The streets is watching. And I felt like if I let them get away with that, they ain't gonna learn their lessons. So I had to make a point.
Oh my
That's my
God.
beef.
That's
Lord.
That's real beef.
So I got a fan beef.
Okay.
My fan beef used to be R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. So my fan beef, I'm a Kobe Bryant guy. I'm a Laker fan, so even when we suck, that's my team. But Kobe, my guy.
Yeah.
So I feel like for years, even before he retired and got on, and late in his career, LeBron was then, everybody was LeBron is LeBron. Like, yo, he is not better. So LeBron could do no right in my. LeBron would go 45, 12, and 13. I was like, man, them easy numbers, man. Kobe, if had nobody on his team, he could do this. Like, everything he did, I would just discredit it because they was looking over my boy B. You know what I mean? I was like, come on, man. Y'all got to stop disrespecting me. And then the other thing, my team beef is I don't do nothing Boston.
Ooh.
I would never, if Kobe had went to Boston, I would have let him go. I can't do
Wow.
nothing.
That's big, bro.
Nothing Boston.
That's big.
I hate Boston. And it's
You
primarily
don't eat Boston beans? Boston bacon?
no, I won't. If it's made by a person from Boston, I won't eat regular baked beans. I don't do nothing Boston. I hate the Celtics, hate the Patriots.
Okay.
I'm not even a big baseball fan. I rep for the Braves, but I'm not a big baseball. But I hate the Red Sox.
Right.
I hate Boston. I don't watch.
He hate Mark Wahlberg.
Wahlberg is trash. He makes the worst. I hate all of them. Affleck, trash. They from Boston. I don't do nothing Boston, man. It's nothing. Between them and the Patriots, taking care of my Falcons, and then always having to go against the Lakers with the Celtics. I don't do nothing Boston. So respect Tatum and them fellas, good players. Can't stand them. Anybody for Boston, I don't fool with.
I mean, I agree with you on one of my beefs is fan, and because I never understand, and you're talking about Kobe, I never understand how he's not 1B to Mike's 1A.
I don't get it.
I never understand. Like, it's like people got him number 8. You know what I'm saying? Not even top 10 on some people. And I'm like, bro, I did the exact same thing.
Not.
Yes,
he did not do the
did,
exact.
bro. His video.
6 beats 5.
So that's why he's underneath, but not 20.
You ain't 20,
steps down.
yeah.
Now, yeah, I get that. But
So it's
he's
1A,
not
1B.
No, not 1A, 1B. It's only one. Not 1. It's only one.
1, 2.
He could be 2.
That's one argument. I don't understand. Either LeBron can either be 1
Or 3.
or 3. You cannot split the 2. You can't split them 2.
If you say LeBron is your GOAT, then Kobe easy 3. If you say Jordan is your GOAT, the man that everyone will say is the closest thing to him, walk like him, talk like him, chew like him, shoot like him, how's he 5 and 6? If Jordan is your GOAT, rationally, Kobe should be number 2. That's my only point, and I agree with Jarvis.
That's my only point.
Only if you put him, because you can't say the guy that is closest to him in everything, though his style of play, mannerisms, even championships in the modern era. That's a guard. Only other person that got 5 is what? Tim? But that's a big. So you're not comparing him to Jordan. So the only other person you compare to Jordan is Cole, but people put him at 3, 4, and 5. But you got Mike as 1.
Name 3 things that Kobe does better than LeBron.
Name 3 things that Mike does better than LeBron.
Answer the question.
I can answer.
No.
He's a better shooter.
Yeah.
1.
He's a better scorer. 2 different things.
Okay, 2.
Yeah.
I give you 2.
Then technically, that's 2 different things. He's a better defender. Oh, yes, he is.
That's 3.
That's 3. That's all you asked.
That's 3.
I could think it probably come up with some more, but you asked for 3. I gave you
better free throw shooter.
Better free throw shooter.
He's
Okay.
a better shooter and he's a better scorer.
No, that's
No,
not
two different
That
things.
is 2 different things. Who's the better scorer, Kyrie or Steph Curry?
Better scorer?
Kyrie. But who's the better shooter?
I would
It's 2
say
different
Steph.
things. Okay, but I'm saying you can't see how it's two different things.
It's points. That's like saying who's a better shooter. So you should have said who's a better shooter, and then who has a better post game. Like,
okay,
shooting
so
is a part of scoring.
I got you. So he has a better post game too. That's another thing. He does have a better post game.
Right.
Better footwork. He's a better defender.
We'll name a few things. You haven't asked for three.
Yeah. Okay. So let's
now answer my question.
Right.
What does MJ do better than LeBron? I see you about to get ready to discourage.
What does MJ do better than LeBron?
Yeah. I mean, let me see how easy this is. Let me see how you run off these.
Oh, I think MJ is a better defender. I think MJ.
He gonna name the same stuff.
Yeah.
No. I think MJ, because we didn't say Kobe was a better defender than LeBron. That's not defensive. MJ has a defensive player of the year. Like, he got the hardware to prove it.
Kobe has like over 9
First team, but he don't have.
LeBron's not even on it.
The league.
But I told you why he got
Best
that
defender.
in one of them other episodes, bro.
No.
He was that much ahead of everybody in his era, man.
Stop making
Stop
excuses.
saying this, man.
What else? You said, what is MJ better than LeBron at?
Yeah.
Say he's a better ball handler. Definitely a better scorer.
Kobe was a better ball handler than MJ.
No. Can't say that. Can't say that. Definitely MJ is a better, if you want to look at the intangibles, better competitor. Come on, man. The list goes on.
What I'm saying is, if you can name,
say he a better rebound.
If you can,
Who?
MJ.
Then who?
LeBron.
Based off what? The potential? Because his numbers are 6.
No, if you look at their career average, I guarantee you MJ for his career average 5 or more rebounds.
So did Kobe.
Well, he brought up LeBron.
But LeBron is at 8 though.
So my point of bringing it up
More
is
clutch.
I'm trying to say this is the reason why you cannot separate the Kobe and MJ. You can't separate it, because if I can run off the list and my list is the exact same thing against you, how in the world am I not number one or number two?
Because Kobe, you know, I mean, I'm a Kobe fan. Like
Obviously you're not.
I would take. I prefer Kobe over LeBron, but if I'm a GM, I'm probably going with LeBron because LeBron does more.
But you can technically.
But you'll take MJ.
with less.
But you'll take MJ over LeBron.
In the same GM situation.
Yes, you have to.
How? That's what I don't understand.
Because he's like, when you consider everybody who has played, like MJ was dominant. Kobe wasn't dominant. Like, Kobe wasn't dominant. Kobe had to work harder for his. How many scoring titles Kobe got?
So that's too okay. So
like MJ, like Kobe,
we not
it's
saying,
MJ's son, but
now all y'all that hearing this, I want y'all to understand what I said on the last episode of why this man.
So
this is why.
Beef is real because I know I got one. This don't make sense. Nobody said,
man.
I'm not. Listen, if you ask me, like we was talking about off camera, you ask me my favorite something and the best something, I may give you 2 different answers.
Yeah.
The best I think is Jordan.
Yeah.
My favorite is Kobe. Now, with that being said, I think this dude's the best. It's kind of weird that the guy that I think the best is my favorite is dang near the same person.
Yeah.
Right? For you to, if you go out a list and say LeBron is better than Jordan at this, he's probably better than Kobe at that. If you go down a list and say Jordan is better than LeBron at this, Kobe's probably also better than LeBron at that. So if you tell me as a GM, you'll take LeBron over Kobe because he can do more, because he fills up a stat sheet. Mm-hmm. Then you got to take him over Jordan.
you said I have to take
Kobe and Jordan are scorers, defenders. That's what they dominate at.
right.
He does everything extremely well. That's LeBron. They do 2 things extremely well, better than everything else. He gonna get you some rebounds. He gonna assist more. I take they clutch over his, but I mean you can't. Then we splitting hairs. You can't go wrong nowhere. But if you gonna say Jordan over LeBron, it gotta be Kobe over LeBron too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, but like when it come to Mike, we didn't see. We saw Mike be more successful.
Right, but then you.
So I
also
can't forget that Kobe.
But and then you also got to look at. I was just watching a Kobe doc the other day. The dude didn't. He's the first dude to not start on his team as an All-Star starter. Like he wasn't getting burned. Dale Harris was putting him behind for whatever reason. Eddie Jones.
Eddie
Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Jones was better.
To Dale Harris and only to Dale Harris.
Yeah.
Only to Dale Harris.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, then you come in, you finally are playing. You're playing with the most dominant player ever. Nobody's gonna say, hey, and a league that's still basically the only person that's won outside in was Jordan. So the league is still inside out.
Mm-hmm.
You still got Olajuwon, Duncan, Robinson, Pat. We're gonna play inside out. That's how you win. So because if we talking about just numbers, then yeah, he's behind both of them number wise. But if you take those first few years where he was always, hey, nah, let's pass it first. We're gonna go through Shaq. Mm-hmm. If he was able to come in like LeBron did with no restraints, it's been a whole different monster. Now, would he have the rings to back it up? Maybe not as many rings, obviously, because Shaq was a huge part of those rings, the first three. Mm-hmm. But the numbers would have been bananas. It would have been bananas.
Yeah, like I said, I would take Kobe as a fan, but GM.
Man,
I'm just saying, Kobe.
Stop it. It's okay to admit. It's okay, man.
Kobe really didn't. Kobe wasn't great at making players around him better. Like he was more had that tunnel focus.
And Jordan was.
Yeah, like you had to be. You had to be.
Just trying to see where do you see this
Mike,
at, bro?
No, I mean,
Where do you see this at?
You can look at the team's success. Mike made everyone like level up. Like he, and I think Kobe tried to take on that same personality. Like you can look at when Phil Jackson was there. Like Phil was still the leader of that team. Like Phil's relationship compared to how him and Phil and Mike, like it was totally different. And it could be that Kobe came in like younger. He wasn't accomplished before Phil got there, but Mike and Phil, won that first championship at the same time. So there was just a different level of trust. But I always felt like Phil Jackson kind of sunned Kobe. Like Kobe it wasn't Kobe's team the way it was when Mike with the Bulls.
Because Shaq was already. That's what I'm saying. That's what he said. Like you got Shaq was already
But then
there.
post Shaq.
Shaq, it was definitely Kobe's team.
You got 2 championships. No, it was still like Phil, like Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kobe, get everybody else out the way and go to work. What do you mean?
Bruh. Man, heck.
Because if I'm gonna say
had
this.
a good team too.
I'm gonna say this too. If we always do the team who they play, who they had with them, comparison with Jordan and LeBron. Tell me who was on that second 3 that he went 3 in a row. He won 2. Tell me who was Kobe playing with against the talent that he beat.
You saying the second?
The second 3 championships he went to, he won 2 of them.
Boston.
But I'm saying
the first real big 3 of
right. He lost to Boston, one beat Boston.
Who was on his team?
But who was with him?
Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum.
In comparison to LeBron, and so I can feel how I want to about Pippen.
This is real beef.
No, listen, listen. I'm just being factual. If you look at Kobe's team, I'm talking about the second 3 because Shaq is the only one off the first team though that's top 75 or has any accolades, Hall of Famer. So you got Scottie Pippen, right? You got Dennis Rodman on the second 3, right? There's nobody on Kobe's second run that's a Hall of Famer, top 75 player. If you look at LeBron's team, D Wade, top 75 Hall of Famer.
I think Paul Gasol will be a Hall of Famer. It wouldn't surprise me if Ron Artest is a Hall of Famer.
It will.
Completely surprised me.
Definitely.
Well, maybe Ron Artest is a stretch, but
definitely a stretch.
You got a better chance with Powell, and that's just because of the overseas
Hall of
part.
Fame like potential.
Will he be in the Hall of Fame?
Lamar Odom was that guy. He just didn't have the longevity.
But he's not gonna be a Hall of Fame.
6 man of the year. Like
Lamar only played like 12 years in the league. What you mean
I
longevity?
mean, he
No,
had his
give me that.
battle with-
Give him that same beef you gave to Grant Hill.
Look, Paul
Give him
Gasol-
that same
Paul
smoke.
Gasol definitely is Hall of Fame.
He might sneak in.
He might slide in
He
there.
might
He's-
sneak in.
LeBron and Jordan both have at least one teammate in every championship that's bona fide Hall of Fame.
Bonafide.
First ballot. The second run, Kobe got a possible. If we was playing spades, he'd go
He
board.
got two
I mean,
chips.
He'd go
out there.
board.
The thing is, like, you can't convince me that Kobe played with less talent. Like, if you want to just single out 2 seasons, like,
that's-
what about
was 3
the
seasons.
3 with Shaq?
But,
and,
okay, other than
We
Shaq.
taking that away.
Yeah,
we
I'm
dealing with
taking
these
that away.
last 3.
See, yeah, right. You got to take those.
No. Listen what I'm saying.
No.
If Jordan got 6, he had Pippen for all 6. That's a Hall of Famer, top 75 player. You got LeBron, who is hold on.
But you remember you said he was overrated.
I'm talking about what the world say. He is to me. He still is.
So why put him in?
Because I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one saying it. He is.
I didn't vote him in the top 75. They did.
He in there.
Right. So
I got
don't
no vote
even
in it.
consider somebody who you think is overrated.
I can't. The numbers
So
say he's a
now-
Hall of Famer.
now-
Numbers got him there.
The numbers.
Now you're looking at it and saying,
No.
"Oh, Mike had talent."
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying people say he had that. I'm just saying you discredit Kobe, but people say Jordan had Pip.
Okay.
All right, all 6. So he never won without another great player. Not to me, but to the world. You look at LeBron. LeBron got 4. He got Kyrie for 1, D Wade for 2. I'm not even talking about
Oh yeah.
Love and Bosh, who probably they may slide in. They not bona
Bosh
fide,
going in.
but Bosh going. And then AD, as Mr. Glass he is talent wise, he is athletic Tim Duncan. Talent wise, now longevity may not let him get in there because he's as brittle as I ain't never seen it like that. But talent wise, so Kobe didn't have it all 5. He had it for 3, but he went to 6 of them. Was 7 total, but he went to 3 by himself as far as top tier talent. So again, to discredit him, like, oh, he's third on the list. He right there in the mix.
Yeah.
He should be in the middle.
Yeah.
Switching sports.
That's my beef.
T.O. or Randy Moss.
Randy.
T.O.
Randy.
See that?
Easy.
Yeah, see that?
No question.
Randy.
T.O. It ain't even close.
Why it ain't close?
It ain't close because he can do everything Randy can do, and he go across the middle.
No, he can't do everything Randy can do.
Why he can't?
Randy do this thing right here.
Randy.
It's like-
So T.O. ain't got breakaway.
freak.
Have he ever been?
Moss.
T.O. is numbered. He's 2 in dang near every receiver category.
I
guarantee he played
He is
more
Karl
games,
Malone.
He what?
Probably played more games too.
So should we not credit LeBron? Because he played more than Kobe and Jordan.
No, I'm saying T.O.
No.
No, I'm saying that's
No, I'm saying
he played
with-
more games. What does
with
that mean?
Kobe and LeBron. Like when you compare them to Mike, like people forget that. Like if you're looking at the stats and what they've accomplished,
Right.
they both came in at 18. Well, Kobe's 17. Like so, they had more time.
Right.
They played longer and they played more years. So that does count.
I'm taking T.O., man.
All right.
I'm taking T.O. And then he's never like Donovan McNabb is probably his best quarterback. I mean, well, he had Steve Young for a short time, real short.
Right. Moss had Brady for a short time.
But even his
Randall Cunningham. Who did Moss play with the Raiders?
I'll take Randall over
Mark
Jeff
Burnett.
Garcia.
An old Randall Cunningham.
Over Jeff Garcia. Over Tony Romo.
Tony Romo was all right at that time.
All right.
I ain't saying he was great.
Where he
was
come
all
from?
right.
Don't nobody know where he came from. He just started one day. One day he was the quarterback of the Dallas. Nobody even know where he came from. We didn't see the show. I don't know if somebody got hurt.
He just
I
dealt.
think so.
He didn't get drafted. He
He
just
just
dealt.
got drafted. He showed up.
That's true. I think it was Troy.
Hey, you get on this.
Right.
What you doing?
Hey, toss me the ball.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent. Come on, I got a job for you.
All right.
Okay, but I mean, we can split hairs, but I'll take
Who you
T.O.
take?
I mean, Randy Moss is my favorite player. All
Okay.
time.
Moss.
I know everybody thinks Tom Brady, but Randy Moss is
Amari.
I mean,
by far.
I'll stand by myself on that.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
But I mean, I don't have a problem with T.O.
Yeah.
Now they beef him and McNabb. That was a different type of.
Who you take? Whose side you take with the beef? T.O. or McNabb?
Hearing the story from T.O.'s again, you want to get it from the perspective.
Nah, I've heard Randy's. I've heard both sides. I mean, not Randy, but McNabb's. I've heard this side.
I ain't really heard McNabb's side. I like T.O. better than I like McNabb anyway. So
McNabb's side is basically he's a diva. He came in and was his attitude towards wanting the ball, and those, at that time, them diva receivers, him, Ocho, Randy, all them guys they call, put that tag on. It was blowing up the team. In McNabb's perspective,
I think what he came from a different that clean cut type guy. McNabb meaning like is he wanted it a certain way. So when I got something that's different, it's like I don't know. To me, I just felt like he didn't know how to handle that.
right?
Because you can say that it's the you came, you didn't have nobody to throw this ball to, bro.
Not like that.
Like I came in with a broke leg in the Super Bowl.
Not like that.
You get what I'm saying? And I got way more catches, way more yards than any receiver you got out here that's healthy, 100% healthy. Bro, stop acting like I ain't. So if I do come in with this attitude, deal with it.
That's a reason.
Let's you know I am who I am. So you adjust so we can go ahead and win some Super Bowls. He blew it. McNabb blew it.
That was a fact.
Trying to get rid of T.O. That's my opinion.
I'm taking T.O. on that too.
I mean,
Same.
now AB is a different animal. I'm not gonna. What you about to go?
I was like, I was about to bring up AB. AB versus everybody. It's AB against the Steelers, AB against the Bucks, AB against the Raiders, against the media. I don't know who on AB's side. Maybe Kanye.
Maybe. Because I mean, like even when he was in Pittsburgh, I'm like, bruh, y'all, this 1-2 punch y'all got,
Crazy.
and with Bell back here, I don't know what all happened, but that trio was special. Them boys could have really did some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Killer Bees was crazy.
And then you leave there and just went. Like it wasn't like nobody heard of you in trouble or nothing like that until you left.
Yeah.
And then when you left and talking about somebody blew a bag.
Yes, sir.
Bruh, all you gotta do is show up.
Yeah.
You couldn't show up to get $30 million. I mean, come on now.
That's a crazy bag to blow. And the talent is there.
Yes.
Talent
Still.
is there. Like, it's one thing I say about AB. He may or may not be in your top whatever in receivers. I've never seen somebody more open.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can't catch a highlight reel of him with a gang of difficult catches. This nigga's wide open. I've never seen an NFL player, not Jerry, not Randy, not T.O., not Odell, but I've never seen a receiver as open as him on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can make these throws. He's wide open. So I don't know if that's his route running. I don't know if that's scheme. I don't know. I'm not saying, but I've never seen that he open like college players and high school players be open.
Yeah.
Like NFL, like if you got a step, you're open. Nah, this nigga got 4. He is nobody near him. So to go from that to like not even the league sound crazy.
All right.
Attitude, man.
He can still ball.
He still can. Yeah, I'm sure the talent is still there.
Yeah. He just a little throw.
A little bit. I think he's a tale of when the beef, you hold on to the beef too long. Or it's like, one of them things like, you got to compare it. All right, I don't like X happening, but is it worth this? You know what I mean? Like, because all the, like, from the beefs from the top 5, the beefs we just talked about, all of them, like, he's the only one out of those, maybe McNabb a little bit, to, like, blow it. You know what I mean? Because everybody else, Jordan and Isaiah, they both got their chips. Their bag still came. They ain't lose nothing. You know what I mean? It's, whatever. All right, I don't like you. You don't like me. Cool. The worst thing Isaiah did was not play for the Olympic team. I mean, all right, cool. You got 2 chips, bro. You're a Hall of Fame. Like, no, okay, you got this one little, and it's really just important to you. Like, nobody puts that type. Ain't nobody can discredit you. But AB lost the bag, bro, and then potentially his career off of it.
Oh, he definitely.
You know what I mean?
He done.
Because I don't even think the Cowboys at this point are picking one. The Cowboys take everybody. You can have murder charges. Hey, once you clear, bro, you want to come? We got space.
Surprised Cleveland Browns ain't called. That's who need to call.
He said, "Oh,
You might as well.
Your boy Watson apologized. He apologized to to his victims. He apologized.
We got an episode for him too. It's coming.
you got one. Yeah, we got one going."
All I'm saying is Cleveland take anybody. Cleveland gonna take anybody on the what's
That's
name.
gonna be your fantasy quarterback. I bet.
Who?
Deshaun Watson.
Nah, he's suspended too long. He's suspended too long.
Just because
Now, if he was
too low.
Yeah.
If he wasn't suspended,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know. I might.
First pick.
I'm definitely.
I might. They gonna let him throw that thing. They gonna let him throw it.
I got to. Too talented.
But yeah, man, I think sometimes them beef things can go too far. You know what I'm saying? Like when it start costing you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can get a beef with somebody and it's costing you your health or you costing you. I've seen it with a couple of friends of mine cost their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Yep.
Is it one of those things where, you know, you it's like you at some point you got to put this pride to the side,
Right.
and just be a man, like a grown man about it. I mean, and even you just have those different things, but it's just one of those things sometimes where, man, bro, I like the McNabb and T.O. like y'all possibly could have won a chip. You lost this one.
Yeah.
Y'all can run that back with that squad y'all got, and easily could have came out with something.
Absolutely.
AB, bruh, like easily we should be talking to you almost as a top 5 receiver at the end of the day.
Shaq and Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe.
LeBron and Kyrie. Like KD and the Warriors.
Bruh.
Crazy.
I think his is a little different, and I get it, even though he's the
Who?
best number 2 of all time. He tried to prove that he can be Batman. And as he see, he can't be Batman nowhere he go. He just can't lead nobody,
But
bro.
he got like it's not as detrimental to him as AB, but he's like he beef with everybody.
Brooklyn.
He beef with Brooklyn,
Steve Nash.
Russell, Nash, Skip
Yeah.
Bayless. Like, he just beefing with everybody. Regular people on Twitter, like
Yeah.
he's a beefer. He's a professional beefer.
Yeah, you got to know when to hold them,
Kyrie.
know when to fold them.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's cool when it's more or less entertainment and nothing is, you know, you don't want to get to like you said, you got a couple people you actually know got into it, lost their life off of the pocket big thing. Like, it got to be a level of cutoff, you know. And then if us as black men, I hate it for AB. Like, don't mess your bag up, bro.
Yeah.
It's so hard for us to get them in the first place, and you know they don't want to relinquish that to us. So don't blow that, especially over trivial stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm coming to camp. That's the requirement. I'll be at camp. I might not catch not one ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there in my Raider gear.
In the fur coat if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on the sideline in the fur coat.
Hey,
Bro,
I'm gonna be
30 million?
Nah, I ain't gonna.
Y'all crazy.
Ain't nobody worth that beef.
That's crazy.
Nobody. And we don't know where it stemmed from. We don't know where it stemmed from. Man, so I'm gonna say let's go ahead and land this thing, man. I think this is a good episode. A lot of fun, some trash talk about beefs and whose side you pick. We're gonna save y'all off LB for another episode. We're gonna let y'all. Hopefully, we don't get banned on on nowhere we stream.
We gonna get in the ring,
But we gonna
they gonna put some money.
We're gonna let y'all. This how we're gonna keep from getting banned on Facebook. We're gonna let y'all quote the bars between Jeezy and Tip. So they can't ban it. Won't be the actual music. We're gonna let y'all go bar for bar.
Jeezy and Tip. I mean, they didn't beef though.
They didn't, but y'all beefing for them. Y'all done took sides on it.
Hey, man, we already know the king
So
trap is.
we're gonna let y'all do bar for bar. That way we don't get. They can't block us, pull us down. We're gonna let y'all just quote the bars and let the people decide
man.
whose side they on. They're gonna be
And
on.
I'm gonna be cussing in here. Y'all get me all in trouble. Get me all out of character in here.
Absolutely, man. So this, we're gonna close it up with the They Still Got It person of the week. And speaking of beef, this man has, like we said earlier, honorable mention in the beefs. He's still holding on to Ashanti. So Irv got it. My man Irv, he's still making moves. He still got his deals that he coming through with, man.
$250 million.
There's potentially no Jay-Z to the level we know him as. DMX, obviously Ja Rule, Murder Inc., Shanti, Lord, that whole crew. Without this man, and he's still making moves, man. We gotta let him. He gotta let go of Shanti. But other than that, he's still doing his thing. It ain't 2004 no more, but he's still doing his thing. So Irv got it. You are this week's They Still Got It person, man. So again, we hope y'all enjoyed the episode. We had fun doing it. Had even more fun, I think, maybe talking jump beforehand. So yeah. But y'all continue to follow us, like, share, comment, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all our social media, man. It's gonna be listed right here. Y'all check us out, man. We out.
Yep.
Sir.